Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We're in Someone Scott selections here for Friday, December 20th. For again, today's play of the day. Quick recap what happened yesterday. Had a loss in the NBA with the Pistons minus 3.5 and minus 120 on ESPN bet. Pistons had probably the worst quarter any NBA teams had all season as they got outscored by 29 points in the first quarter against the Jazz of all teams. Now, the Pistons actually made the game somewhat competitive, did lose the game by 7, but tough to win when you give up 48 points in the first quarter to Utah. So I picked up a loss there. Look for a winner here on Friday. For the next play, though, I want to remind everyone to get more plays on the website. So when you go to the website, it's the promo code WEH4U5 to get a quarter for purchase. Plus, a reminder, hit the like button. You can also subscribe to the bell so you get notified there's an episode. And for the extra play, going to the hockey card, look at the game between the Maple Leafs and the Sabres taking place at around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this game, we're going to go with the Maple Leafs to win regulation or the 60-minute line at plus 105 on DraftKings. Time recording of 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So Cardinals want to go with the Maple Leafs here in this game. First reason, Toronto's been in good form lately as they have won 4 of their last 5 games. The Sabres, though, have been really just in free fall for the last month. They've lost 11 straight games. On top of that, each of their last 4 losses have been in regulation, and they ended up facing off against the Canadiens in their last game. It was so bad that the Sabres owner flew out before the game to talk to the team in Canada. And they ended up losing 6-1 after he ended up speaking to them. He ended up seeing Sabres defenseman Connor Clifton, who ended up speaking about what happened in the Montreal game. He said, quote, "I don't know. Really just no legs, no jump, no energy." Yeah, you'd think, obviously, with the meeting yesterday with the owner, the 10-game losing streak, at least we'd have the legs and the energy. Not so much, getting blown out against a bad team in the Canadiens. Point is, the owners meeting did absolutely nothing, and I do think that the quotes from Clifton are pretty concerning because the team just seems to have tuned out the owner, and I do think with them having no energy after the owner showed up on a road game in a different, once again, country in Canada to speak to the team, and they responded by losing by 5 goals, I think that they've kind of just hit rock bottom at this point. I think that this team's in free fall. With that being the case, I think fading a team that's lost 11 straight games. Toronto's also pretty good. They're not like amazing, but they're fine. I think getting a decent team, once again, against a potential bottom feeder in the NHL at plus 105 is a good price. I'll go with that before the line moves. Now, the Maple Leafs this season have been decent offensively, as they do rank tied for 17th in goals per game. Sabres ranked 21st, but defensively is where you see a massive difference between these two teams. Toronto's been great defensively, allowing the 5th fewest goals per game, while the Sabres are allowing the 6th most goals per game. Plus, Toronto has been great in the head-to-head. They've won 3 straight games against the Sabres. Also faced off on Sunday, and Toronto won that game 5-3. But simply put, you're to give me a team that has won 4 of the last 5, a team that has once again been great defensively, ranking 5th in, I'd say, opponent goals per game. And you're looking at the Sabres, who've lost 11 straight games. They got blown out in their last game after the owner spoke to them. And even the Sabres defenseman came out and said publicly, "Yeah, I don't know what happened. We had no energy." So I feel like, once again, the Sabres, until they actually win a game, I'll keep fading them. But Toronto should look better defensively. I think offensively, of course, with Matthews and company, they have enough weapons to capitalize on a pretty shaky Sabres defense. Give me Toronto to win regulation at plus money. So once again, the play of the day here for Friday, December 20th is going to be on the Maple Leafs to win regulation at plus 105 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.